Hello, welcome to week 6 of Embrace. We're going to begin just with a minute of meditation, hoping you're all feeling like you've arrived and landed. The music and just the check-in. Let's just connect to our bodies intentionally, feeling the weight of the support beneath you and consciously relaxing the shoulders now. And just notice how the breath naturally deepens when you relax the body. And realizing where you are, how far you've come, and where you are right now in this circle of women. Energetically, we are all together, and let's bring our energy into this now moment. You are worthy of relaxation and rest. And just letting go of all the to-do list. Being is enough, just being. Being the beautiful being that you are. So when you're ready, you can come back to the screen, taking your time. So this week we are speaking about sacred postpartum. Preparing for sacred postpartum means consciously tending to the body and spirit and the village that will hold the mother as new life unfolds. This time is so precious and fragile and so sacred, and I'm so happy to be speaking about it because there needs to be words about it. um, you have experienced a peak life moment of vitality and power. It is both a time of celebration and rest. It is a time of bonding, of spending time with your sweet little babe. And your body, all the systems are recalibrating and preparing for that. And just having awareness around what's going to come up will support you. So let's see. The keys for postpartum: rest, warmth, nutrition, social support circle. And then I said, let the nesting begin. Even though not all of us are pregnant, we can start our nesting now with how we support our body and our womb and mothering ourselves. So I've been doing a postpartum course with a beautiful woman called, I actually can't remember her first name, but her business is Clover Yoga Postpartum. So I've been really learning so much about that. So first of all, 40 days of rest which most of you have probably heard of, although it's not very commonly spoken about over here, but in a variety of countries across the world, it's still practiced. And when we look back at the ancient ways of being with the mother, it has been practiced all over the world. China, South America, Africa, and probably here in Ireland. So here we are uncovering the ways again. In many cultures, women have women have been supported in this seclusion from the outside world, and it's usually about 30 to 40 days. This has been lost in the Western world, sadly. Many women put pressure on themselves to have visitors or get out of the house. I encourage you to take 40 days rest. It is necessary. Your systems need time to settle into a new rhythm. Let's dream into creating your nest, mama bird. Because this picture made me think of like just the little baby bird, like, yeah. Postpartum nutrition. So warmth and nutrition are paramount for healing and restoring energy. Warmth is a really important thing in postpartum because your body has been so open as well throughout the birth experience that you lose a lot of energy and um just being warm is going to support you to kind of restore and come back to yourself. Initially, post birth, bland, soft foods like potatoes or soups are best. Supporting the adrenals is also will help tremendously at this time. So, as you're most likely going to be breastfeeding, bland foods are, you know, kind of advised because anything, spicy or it might just not go down well with the baby. But it really varies. Like there's no like strict rules. But initially you probably will want just easy digestible foods anyway. Um, I wrote here nutrition is a nourishing gift, and remember that fruit and veg are Mother Nature's expression of love, abundance, and support. Bringing us all the way back to the first week or two when I was talking about that. And remember, like, eat fruit to produce fruit. And it's the same as in with healing, like to produce energy and healing, because fruit and veg are the healing foods. Education about nutrition supports us in healing and restoration. In-depth video will be added to the library. Yes, so I've been putting together the library and it's an ongoing process, but I will add like a more in-depth video about what foods to eat. Prepare meals for the freezer and organize a meal train. This is such a great thing to do. Obviously, yourself when you're pregnant, if you can make some meals or if you have support from other family members or maybe you have a birth keeper, this is usually something that they're open to helping you with or doing for you. And then once you have the baby, organizing a meal train, which is people in your life. It's actually quite a good idea for people that maybe, like that aren't really very into birth or like, that maybe really want to support you, but actually, if you're doing your 40 days seclusion, um, that might be something really useful to like give them as a task to cook for you and drop you off food, because then they'll feel that they're supporting you. That just came to me there. And every woman is different and you might not want to do the full 40 days, or maybe you'll have a visitor once a week or something. You can feel into what feels good for you, but I really encourage you to not feel pressure to let anyone into your space. Like they want to see your baby, they can wait to see your baby. Like this is your baby, your precious time. I just wrote here as well, there's a book called The First 40 Days, which is um a really cool book all about the first 40 days and what to eat. And there's loads of recipes and whatnot. Matrescence. I'm wondering if you've all heard of this term. It's kind of like adolescence, but for becoming a mother. So it's a cyclical, ongoing identity reformation shaped by internal and external shifts. It describes a developmental identity transition, not just a mood fluctuation. And this is important because people are often like diagnosed, misdiagnosed, or, you know, with postnatal depression when, in recent years now, this term matrescence has come out. And it's been so helpful for women because they have a name for what they're moving through. Because all of your whole world shifts, when you have a baby and all the areas of your life and everything within your body. So it's like you're going through such a transformation, and it's an amazing, beautiful transformation. And even though challenging, it's not to be feared, or especially if you've got support, it's like it's that initiation into this like next level. You're up leveling to mother. And even each time you have a baby, you go through the same thing. Like you're moving through the same changes in the body. And then within your own energetic field and like emotional, like we were speaking, I think last week or with Madison about how birth shows you like brings you to meet yourself in such a deep way and meet the edges within yourself. So if we have this perspective of a growth mindset around life and things like we face, the challenges we face, and then we can move through them with this sense of trust and faith and strength and that it's making us, not being in that victim mindset, which a lot of new mothers can fall into, probably because they're so unsupported as well. I think that's probably why that can happen, and they're just tired and stressed, and that's why Embrace is here, and that's why Birth Keepers are here, because we really want to shift that culture and we want women to feel supported. It's important to learn about matrescence so that you and those around you understand what you're moving through. This will help us to shower ourselves in the compassion we deeply need as we move through the inevitable emotions that motherhood brings. There's many books out there now. There's the most famous one is actually called just Matrescence. I can't remember the author now, but it's meant to be great. Recalibration. The body is incredible and self-healing, but it does need our support. The importance of patience and acceptance, that it will take time to recalibrate. In society, how they have this bounce back culture, like I can fit into my pre-pregnancy jeans. It's like, who cares? No one. um, yeah, importance of having awareness of what is happening within the body. A large amount of your energy is going to breastfeeding, so you know that alone really calls for rest. You're really um exerting a lot of energy that you're not even aware of through breastfeeding. Tools for the nervous system regulation are essential. Yeah, so like as I've been sharing throughout Embrace, cultivating rituals and ways to connect to nature, having an altar or meditations that you can return to, have like finding practices that really support you to be in connection deeper with yourself, with life, with the divine, because that will just help you to come back into gratitude and come back into just connection with yourself and like validating your feelings. I think a lot of women just can kind of get swept away in their emotions if they haven't been practicing, being in touch with themselves, which is so understandable. Appropriate support, so body work and hands-on practical support, emotional support, compassionate listening from women who get it will be such of such value to you as you process your birth and your emotions. Yeah, body work is something that I'm learning a lot about in my postpartum so postpartum practitioner training. And that's what I've really been enjoying, because touch is a nutrient, and I really see and have experienced with people I've worked with, like through other trainings that I've done, how touch is such a powerful support to the nervous system. We can do all the breathing we want, but receiving loving touch is so grounding, and that's just really important. So maybe you could get your partners to it's like, okay, I want a massage every week or every day. So that is another thing. In many cultures, they do have, usually it's like the grandmother. This was in African and I think Chinese culture, the grandmother would come in and bathe the mother daily and give her a massage. So these are things we want to bring back into the culture, because by God, do you deserve that? Okay, creating your support systems. This is where birth keepers come in, and trusted women who truly know about this initiation. Mothering the mother is essential for a family to thrive and flourish. You are the foundation of your family. You are the center of your family. You're worthy of care and your needs matter. Just want to get that in there. Your needs matter. Yes, you're looking after a baby, but how can you look after the baby if you're not looking after yourself? Or if others are not looking after you? because we really do need that in life in general, but especially at this time. Investing in your health and the beginning of your family experience is invaluable. It will impact your health for the rest of your life. I wanted to say, I thought I wrote here that how you move through postpartum will impact your whole life. And that's not even just an exaggeration. Like the way that you heal and take time to really enter, whether it's your first or second baby, like enter this season of your life will impact your experience of menopause and just motherhood in general. You know, your nervous system and that baby's nervous system are so interconnected, and the habits that are formed, the bonds that are formed in that time really deeply impact your child and your whole experience with that child as they grow. So I think this is probably some of the most important work in the world. So just want to check the time. Wow, I'm actually going quite fast through them. Amazing. Okay. Mother blessing, yeah. So you are invited to a mother blessing circle on the 2nd of November in my home. It's an opportunity to gather together physically and embrace each other on our journeys. A mother blessing is a beautiful, heartfelt ritual where we offer love, support, guidance, and blessing. We celebrate mother, offer wisdom, provide emotional support, and set intentions. A mother's blessing can be a powerful way to nurture and support new mothers, fostering a sense of love, connection, empowerment is a powerful way, is what I meant to write. Yeah, I'm so excited to start holding these because it's just a beautiful memory and a beautiful way to gather with the women that hopefully can walk with you through your pregnancy and birth and postpartum. And whether that's like you organize a mother blessing with the women in your life and you do it yourself, or you get a practitioner or anyone, birth keeper to do that. Um, or you meet women in any circles that you're in. It's a really beautiful way to just see who's there, see who wants to support you and who you can really lean on at this time. Did I forget something? No, I was going to also say something about the mother blessing. Oh yeah, just that it's like a chance to meet each other that have taken part in Embrace. For those of you who don't know, I usually hold a monthly-ish women's circle in person. And yeah, you're always invited to them going forward, even though I know we're scattered around the place. Um, but now I'm going to share about the Embrace library and the membership because I am going to be holding a village prenatal online now once a month. Because there's so, of course, as a mother or in pregnancy or just even like in general, we are doing lots of things. So being online is a helpful, it's really convenient, because you can just be cuddled up on your couch. So it's the balance. It's the balance. Yeah, so if you would like to continued support as you walk your path and integrate all you have learned during Embrace, I invite you to join Embrace membership. We gather online twice a month, the second and fourth Sunday at 7 p.m. What is included is live guided meditation one of the Sundays, and then the other Sunday is the village prenatal. Um, I probably have mentioned what a village prenatal is. It's like a women's circle, but with more emphasis on motherhood. And people that will be coming will usually be either pregnant or have just had a baby or in the early years of motherhood. Access to the resource library and email support. And this is €44 per month. I'll send out the information tomorrow in the email with the replay if for those of you that are interested. I feel like I flew through these slides. So then I wrote this. I was thinking I should get a certificate. I think I might send you out a certificate, guys, because who doesn't love a certificate? You completed Embrace Holistic Pregnancy and Birth Preparation Support Program. Thank you so much for being here. I would love to receive your feedback and a testimonial if you're interested. Um, yeah, it's been so wonderful. And I forgot to mention in the library, I'm going to have all of the women that spoke. Like I will edit the recording so that there's just their story medicine. So you can return to that if you want to hear back on anything they shared. And going forward as well, like I'm going to be running Embrace again in January. So if you know anyone that's interested or you just are so blown away by this beautiful support space, um, send them my way. And I'm considering as well, like having speakers sometimes on the membership, like either at the Village Prenatal or, well, it's probably not going to be at the meditation really. Um, yeah, so that's it. I'm going to stop the recording now in a moment. I think that's all the slides. Yeah. So I'd love to hear from you. Anything you'd like to share, even about today's slides or um, just anything now. We have space to just chat and connect and be with each other. So thank you so much. And it's been such a joy to be with you all.
Thank you, Ashling. And those slides were like re-jogging so much on memory from like having Archie and even like the 40 days. I've never actually heard